Guys, we're getting a look here at cover one. I know it doesn't initially look like cover one right now, but we're going to see them spin to cover one in just a second, right? Right before the snap, we see them drop down. Okay, so now we can begin to see the cover one look right here. You can see man, 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 and then he's got the back. Oh, excuse me, I think actually he's got the back in a second, and this free safety is going to go to the middle. Now, this cover one looks a little unusual because the Broncos, first of all, are playing it from quite a long ways off. If you'd watched this game, you'd see the Broncos did play a lot of off cover one. That was kind of a standard look for them here. Okay, and obviously they're spinning to it, so it's a little bit of an unusual look as well. The part that's interesting about this cover one is the leverage we're taking from the DBs. And it's most obvious right here. You see this DB and this DB are playing outside leverage, which in cover one is not ordinarily what you would expect, right? You would expect, well, if we're going to run an in-breaking route, that's an easy route for the quarterback to throw. I don't want to give them inside clean releases, especially if we're going to play off cover one. And what's happening right now is they're intentionally playing outside leverage and trying to funnel to this player in the middle. Now, this player generally is called a robber, meaning he is going to help on any in-breaking route in cover one, right? If we run slants, crossers, mesh, he's got an inside responsibility that's meant to help the guys in man coverage, okay? That's what's known as a robber. Now, it doesn't have to be a linebacker. It could be a safety dropping down. It could be any one of the linebackers staying in the middle. It could be a nickel who's dropping down into the box or sliding inside, depending on what the offensive and defensive alignments are. But that guy is generally called a robber. Now, teams have specific terms for the form of cover one based on who that robber is. Okay, so you might be, if it's the strong safety, you might call it one steal, where if it's the free safety, you might call it one thief. If it's a linebacker, you might call it one rat. Okay, meaning there's a rat sitting there in the middle as the robber right now. And that's what we're getting here. And so that's just this variation of cover one. Again, it's a little bit complex to start. They don't initially show cover one. They've been a cover three, cover four team in this game. They've been playing some off cover one. You can see them drop down to it late. And that's how they managed to bring this extra guy off the edge, and he's peeling with the back, right? Now, my assumption here is that both these guys have running back responsibility. If the running back had lined up on this side and released this way, that guy would have gone off the edge, and he would have taken the back. Because the back is to this side, that means that edge player is going to peel with him, and he's not going to come off the edge. So this is one rat with an element of peel with it as well, based on where the running back is going. Right, so there's an example of cover one, perhaps not the most basic example, but a very common one, the higher level of football you get, where you're trying to funnel here and take away the easy outbreaks based on the fact that you have a robber in the middle of the field here. Now your DBs can play more of an outside leverage and funnel in. You can see it right here with that inward funnel.